What the church said?
The church said it was discrimination because this is free practice of religion.
Violation of the free exercise clause under the First Amendment. What did the court say? 4.
The church won either way because they were properly disposing of everything.
The court said the church won.
No, the court said that these laws were unconstitutional because they passed them specifically after the church moved in as a reaction to them not wanting this church here.
1, 2, 3, 4. Valid secular policy. The people basically went into these city council meetings and they passed a series of laws that were supposed to be non-religious laws. But when they went in and looked at these, the court did, they said, yeah, these are non-religious laws, but when we listened to the transcripts, they specifically targeted the church to drive it out. So the Supreme Court struck down the laws. Animal sacrifice is legal. It is absolutely legal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's the other thing. Were the laws, was there any reason, okay, cleanliness, slaughterhouses, different things like this. Had the church ever violated any of those laws prior to them being passed?
No, and it wasn't a violent action. They were actually eating all the food of the animals.
They were eating them as part of the indoctrination of their priests. Here's the thing on this. If there would have been a legitimate danger, maybe they would have struck it down. But they said there was no legitimate danger and they were going after the church. So with this in mind, it is perfectly legal to do. Anything else you guys want to add? Aaron's group, anything you guys want? Okay, pick me a category. Go ahead, click it, and hit the switch, Jeremy, please. Gotta go. Pick me a category. 3 for civil. List all you can. Doll test. Y'all got it. Y'all got it next. 4, 3,
okay,
2.
This was about the little boys and the little girls and the white dolls versus the black dolls.
There was doll wars?
They gave the children dolls.
The black kids wanted
to know
Brown versus the Board of
who
Education.
they would rather be. This
Well, explain it to me. What do they want to be? 2.
Stop interrupting.
1.
Okay, it's the Brown versus the Board of Education. All right.
Okay, Brown versus Board of Education. I'm still waiting.
They had a test where they would ask the white children and the black children which one were they, and they gave them a black doll and a white doll. And all the white kids pointed at the white doll. That's who they were, and the black kids pointed at the black doll. But then they went to which one do you want to be? And all the white kids pointed at the white doll, and most of the black kids pointed at the white doll.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The doll test basically said, and this was Brown versus Board of Education, sociological evidence. They gave the kids dolls, and they said, which one are you? And the white kids always picked the white kids, the black kids always picked the black dolls. So that was legit, that was right on. Then they asked them the question, which one do you want to be? And the white kids still always picked the white dolls. The black kids at that point, though, were picking the white doll. And basically what the court held in Brown was that we're putting a badge of inferiority on these kids, and they struck down school segregation specifically because of this doll test. Go ahead.
So that does have to do with Brown versus Board of Education?
Does have to do with Brown versus Board of Education. Did you not think so?
I wasn't there.
Negative 8 points.
Yeah, I was going to take off points if
No,
you
I
said
didn't
no,
say
but
that.
you didn't say no. Pick me a category. Go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 40, 45, 50. Aaron's group, you're bringing up the rear, but there's still plenty of time.
Let's go same category, 4 points.
Same category for 4. This is civil rights. Pictionary. Who's drawn?
Sorry, Turkey. Sorry. Then you draw.
Good draw. I knew it was a dog. I knew it was an animal, and then I was thinking he was walking the dog, and then I saw the fly. I was like,
Oh, that makes sense. Got 5 minutes. Okay, this is you.
I didn't know when to get my baby.
I want you to draw that.
I just heard cooking a baby from this side of the room. It's all pointing out.
no, he tried to draw
You heard, right?
a baby getting a bath.
Okay. All right, 1 minute starting now. Hit the switch, Jeremy. Woo! 1 minute on the 7. You guys guess. Nobody else has to.
What categories is this?
This is civil rights. 4 points. This is a big, oh my.
Damn.
Oh, Garrett.
I don't know.
Cars. Train.
It's a sideways chef.
It's a cougar.
Train.
Can you shut up sometimes?
District.
Yeah.
Y'all will have it next. Y'all will have it next. Got about 25 seconds. No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
You lose. Minus 10.
Lord.
Okay, 15 seconds. Gotta go, gotta go. Oh my.
Hey.
Jeremy, did you just kiss her?
I don't know. Oh yeah.
Do you hear me?
All right, 5. You guys have it next 4, 3,
Tails.
2, 1. I need a guess now. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, AJ's group.
That is the picture of the school bus when the bus driver flicked off President Bush as she was driving.
That's the thorax. That's the thorax.
Jeremy, shut up.
That's actually really not a bad guess, but that is totally not what it is.
What is it?
This is what I need. First hand I see. I need you to explain to me what the significance of, in terms of civil rights, was fire truck. First hand I see. Fire truck. Go ahead, AJ.
Oh, maybe that's something else. No, that's just Jack talking. Isn't it like when women firefighters don't get paid as much as men firefighters?
Okay, firefighters is probably a little bit more specific. Yeah, it
It's
is.
like when the
But I need
female.
something for firefighters.
I got. When the female firefighter was leaving, she was training 2 guys. Was that just Jack telling a story, or was that?
That was Jack telling a story. What the hell were you listening to?
That was just Jack.
Jack talking about his mom.
I think that is -4. Yeah, it is. I think that is -4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, go ahead, Mark. Mike. I'm sorry.
It had to do with the test they were giving in.
Oh, yeah.
I forget which state in New England. But there was a test they were giving.
There was a test that they were giving up in Connecticut, I believe it was. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was going on in this test? What happened?
Well, every single black person that took the test failed it.
Every single black person, every single black applicant that took the test failed it. Go ahead.
And all the white people, and I believe one Hispanic person passed it.
All of the white people passed it?
I mean, not all the people that passed. Like
All the people that passed were white plus 1 Hispanic test taker. Okay, got it. What was the issue?
The issue was that the test was discriminatory against the black applicants.
Because every single one of them failed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, tell me more. So what's going on in this?
There's one white applicant that actually had a learning disability.
Yeah, I did.
That studied and well, first of all, they made a new test. They scrapped the old test and made every applicant reapply, taking a new test.
The city thought that they were going to get sued.
Yeah.
So what they did is they threw out that first test because every single black applicant failed. And in doing so, there was a guy, and he had gotten like the 5th or 6th highest score, right? And he was a dyslexic guy, white guy, and he had studied, he had bought books, he had quit a job, he had had all sorts of costs. So when they threw out the first test, what happened to him?
He got very upset and sued the city.
So you had, basically, the city thought they were going to get sued by the black applicants, so they threw out the test. They threw out the test at basically to the detriment of the guy with the disability, and now he is suing them. Ultimately, who won?
The applicant.
The applicant, go ahead. 4,
It's been a
Disabled
while.
3,
The disabled guy?
2, he did. Go ahead. Why?
Oh,
1.
The ADA. The Americans with Disabilities Act.
Yeah.
That's why.
He said a lot, come on.
Okay, in this one, the guy with the disability, the dyslexia, he did win. And basically when they took a look at this, you were dealing, remember in civil rights, you're talking about the equal treatment of all.